Here we go. Yeah. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Before I even get started, let me just show them to you. Show them to you real quick. Get a good look at them, all right? Today was the first day I broke in a new pair of shoes, pair of Mazzanos that I picked up yesterday. And let me just tell you, all right, so if you don't know, Dick's Sporting Goods has an outlet version to it, an outlet store version to it, where you can get a lot of the stuff off a better, discounted stuff that wasn't picked up and stuff like that. The name of the store is called Going, Gone, all right? And that's an arm of Dick's Sporting Goods in which sells apparel for a huge discount. So the only location, I happen to be at the only location out here in West Palm Beach. It's right, what actually ended up happening was there was a youth football game that I went to. Shout out to Miss Denise and their son Johnny and the Royal Palm Beach Wildcats that put an ass whipping on those, I believe it was Miami Gardens Ravens or something like that. So they did their thing, and the field that they were playing on happened to be right near the Going, Gone store. And it didn't hit me until I was actually there, and I realized, oh man, yeah, let me see if I can get some deals on shoes, because I know I need some yesterday. Right? So they had great options on running shoes. Luckily, I found a store manager who was really up on his footwear game and can talk to me about the plantar fasciitis, can talk to me about some of my overpronating issues. Wasn't a hard seller, but wanted to make sure I walked out with the best shoes, right? And I was telling them, last week I went into Fit for Run and I got, on the scanner, and I showed how much I pronate and talked to them about my plantar fasciitis and all that kind of stuff. So I was ready to make a purchase because I already did that process, the thing that he had suggested that I do, right? And what happened is he brought out a pair of hookahs, right? He brought out a pair of hookahs because that was the shoe that was recommended to me. And I remember talking to him about hookahs, and then the other shoe that I've spoken about on this show. It's called the On Clouds when it comes to running shoes and things like that. And here's the kicker. This is really where I want to get you to when it comes to building a solid brand and building something that is really noteworthy, right? Known for something. I was telling him about all the Nikes I bought, and he, like a lot of really dedicated runners, say, look, no, do not fuck with those Nikes. Do not fuck with those Nikes. All right, there's a lot of runners out there who don't like Nike because of the marketing that they've created, and they've kind of become known or whatever, right? But anyway, it comes to On Clouds and Hokas. He tells me, look, we're not allowed to sell them in this store. We're not allowed to sell them in this store. The only reason I have that one is because they forgot to pick it up, because there's a deal right now with Hoka and with On Cloud, because they are the premier running shoes that you are not allowed to sell them, at an outlet type of a store. Now, like I said, every once in a while you might get a Hoka or On Cloud that sneaks through the cracks of a Dick's Sporting Goods and ends up at a Going, Gone. But the truth be told, you're not allowed to sell them in this discounted store, because the brand is known for one specific thing. The brand is known to be a leader, the premier type of brand in one specific thing. So they don't even sell at cheaper stores. They're not even allowed to put those things in certain stores. And that's really where I want to get. You see this right here? Bang, that plus LY logo, you're not going to see everywhere, all right, because of experiences like this. And because every time I go out and I make a transaction, there's thinking, there's a business lesson, there's something I could take from it and give you guys, not even if no one actually listens to this, I know for a fact I can go back and turn it on and say, all right, this is how it has to happen. If I want to put myself in the premier category, and shout out to Coach Prime, like Coach Prime says, bringing my luggage, and it's Louis, making sure your stuff is of a premier type, all right? And that's really today's Move Swiftly thought. Understand that it's great to look at the Nikes and the Walmarts of the world, or the companies that seem to be just everywhere. But understand that does not equate to you deciding to waste money on things that do not make a return on investment. What Hoka and On Cloud have said is, look, our goal, our vision is to be the premier shoe when it comes to running shoes. Therefore, I'm not going to sell them in any outlet store type of a thing. I'm going to sell people on the fact that you got to offer my shoe at a certain price point. And even though I don't have all the marketing dollars or all the, endorsement deals that Nike has, at the end of the day, I'm doing just as well. I'm doing just as well because I'm not spending that on marketing. I'm making sure my product is of high value from jump and it doesn't move, all right? Very, very strong thought. Very, very important thing to ponder on today. As always, if you want to dive deeper into my work, main website, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyaMove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.